I'm just gonna commentate over like Life is Fragile, which is like a level I made for the description says itself created for audiovisual sampling creator contest to celebrate Bridget the Crocco's life.
Green, red, blue, blue.
And I was gonna say this in my basically all of what you're gonna hear. I was just gonna say in like the response to like the results to the submissions, but like obviously
Why do you think you shouldn't have posted it?
dude, I don't I okay, I obviously had to get it out there somehow, but like I guess it's like Sir 50 type stuff where you like don't allow it to like be accessed by like unsuspecting people who don't know what they're in for and just have to like form their own conclusions which do not relate to like the actual purpose of the level. But yeah, Life is Fragile. It's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like expressing like what I feel the POV for like Bridget was like on her in her final moments of life since she did pass away from cancer. The actual level, yeah, I think I chose like "Don't Cry" by Jay Dilla because like he also made that song on an album that he released like 3 days before his death, and I feel like that's like pretty symbolic or rather poetic. Is the same reason I like posted that one video of like Bridget's actual final level, like Caught in the Rain, with Don't Cry song, because it's like just like a final expression of like the creativity they had to offer, you know? And that's like shown in like these messages that you pass by. Oh, hey, you found my happy place. And like these growing black circles like symbolize like the cancer cells that must have been like bringing her closer to death. Like, oh, hey, you found my mind palace. I usually go here to distract myself from the delusional transphobes. And I feel like most of the reason I said that is because, like,
Lemonade
is
stands.
because I feel like, Geometry Dash players really disrespect those who create levels for fun rather than, like, who's really in charge of, like, popularizing the actual people, aka RobTop, because, like, Split and Bridget have gotten, like, a lot of disrespect in their careers. Like, Split is hated for like being number one on the leaderboard and consistently creating. Like, she's been playing ever since like 2020, and I guess I should switch the game. She's been playing since like 2020, and she's number one on the creator leaderboard now. And people like just hate Split directly because they don't believe that somebody can like have fun creating, and that they think the only reason somebody's rushing out levels is because like all they care about is creator points. Meanwhile, the reason why Bridget is hated is
Creator
because
points.
like
I hardly
she's
know her.
a disgrace to God or whatever that means. And what this really like symbolizes is like nobody cares until it's too late half the time. I know it really feels like that image of like the only time people like feel empathy is like the POV from like 6 feet under. I know it kind of feels like that corny image, but like truthfully, like innocent people aren't like beloved most of the time until like something bad happens to them, like until a fate happens to them that's like completely offset from like whatever they were receiving. and it's like the universe is just like telling the haters, hey, I hope you're happy that Split's struggling financially or Bridget passed away from cancer. But yeah, that's basically what this level is saying. Like, Bridget, like, the assumption I'm making is like Bridget used to like have like creativity and levels as her happy place.
Okay, while you're talking, I might yell because I'm in a level right now and I'm actually really
Well, that's
stressing
fine.
out.
Depends
I
on
might just
how
yell.
frequent it
Like
is.
I might actually just yell like while you're talking.
Yeah.
So don't be scared if that
That's
happens.
that's basically what I'm saying though. Like like the beginning of this intro was supposed to say like Bridget like focuses like Bridget focuses on her creativity.
Oh my god. Oh my god, my soul just left my body. Oh my god.
Like Bridget like focuses on like executing her creativity in the form of levels in Geometry Dash to escape like the criticism she experienced. Well, it's not criticism, it's just like mindless hate for like any harmless decisions. But like, yeah, that is basically what the beginning of this level is saying. Like, Bridget used to like rely on like this quote unquote mind palace, that or at least that's what I'd assume, to like escape here. It literally says like, if you restart, oh hey, you found my mind palace, I usually go here to distract myself from the delusional transphobes. And yeah, that is pretty blunt. But ever since I've been hospitalized, now one criticism I am giving upon myself is that I'm like sort of intruding on Bridget's personal life by saying stuff like this.
I'm so scared.
But it's not like forming conclusions and like disrespecting them in any specific way. If this is truly like where Bridget's brain was, like missing all the times she was creating, if like she was truly an innocent person who just like wanted to get her ideas out there, yeah, but ever since I've been hospitalized, I've had no choice. And here's just a little bit of wisdom. All of the block designs here are like completely different, by the way. I guess like that's just like a bunch of stuff like mashed up. Like, this takes place like before the part after where it like symbolizes like life flashing before your eyes. This part just like is like what, almost a dying brain. Like you're like you're still moments away from death, but like I guess it's like a slower life flashing, like anticipating your life about to start flashing before your eyes. And just like actually remembering stuff intentionally rather than like
Oh, my
what's the
heart
word for
hurts right
unintentionally?
now. For both.
Yeah.
With what you're saying, and also.
I don't
Oh
really know
my
what I'm
God,
trying
my
to
heart
say,
can't take
honestly.
this. What?
I feel like I guess like
maybe-
this part like goes by slower than like the part at the end as well, because like
Oh my gosh,
you're just like bracing yourself for like the freedom of death, and like you're never gonna be able to live in this world ever again, so you're just like bracing yourself for like the flooding of memories. So let's just read these speech bubbles. During your final days, it's normal to ask yourself, have I made a difference? This rain is also here because I think like in the original Caught in the Rain, this is like the same point like the rain started as well. I was pretty particular with like some of the samples I chose. Like, I think the most sampled creator in this level is Fofi, and that makes a lot of sense because like they give like pretty similar vibes to Sir Fifi for me, which is also like in this level pretty often. Yeah, Fofi is a furry, and there's a 101% chance that they're an ally as well, at least.
What?
Will I be remembered? And then, like, to represent the song, you just cycle back. I really don't. Does anybody care about what I had to offer? I don't really like the execution I took for like this star background. It really just goes to show like this level was just rushed out a little bit. Like I literally just used like particle effects for the stars, and even then they look pretty low. I guess it is like not a level that like doesn't particularly necessarily care about how it presents itself. It just like wants to get the idea out, and that's what I feel like is beautiful about Caught in the Rain as well. Like it was just like Bridget just like getting like if you take Caught in the Rain and see it as like Bridget's final level. I actually saw a comment under like Vortrox's showcase saying you could tell she was just like a very happy person or something like that. I might like show the comment right now if I ever post this on my second channel. And yet here you are. You valued my time. And this just feels like a message towards like people who actually never hated like Bridget, and I'm like presenting this as like Bridget appreciating like the bare minimum that happens, because like I feel like someone's life decisions that do not harm others is no reason to hate them as a community member of this game. But yeah, I am basically just saying like Bridget like appreciates like the people who give themselves the benefit of the doubt and like actually don't immediately hate, and maybe she appreciates that more than the average person, since this game as a community is full of people who are immature. There's also this sign that says Rainbow Bridge 80 clicks away, and that is like the amount of clicks in like the magnum opus part that is like Shadows Don't Cry. But yeah, I think some of the animations in some parts are like frozen as well. I think I also have like a list of levels that I used. I mean, that was necessary. And yet here you are, you valued my time. And I just like wanted to have something like have like a beautiful like type I'm glad you enjoyed me while I was alive type message, and like making like a higher chance that the player will actually feel emotion playing. But yeah, if you don't already know, like the part after is supposed to like represent like life flashing before Bridget's eyes. If I haven't already made that obvious, like Pirate Software Blizzard.
Yeah, I worked for Blizzard for 5 years.
You're lagging a little bit. I lagged a little bit, I guess. So yeah, the end of this, This is like the most beloved part of J Dilla Don't Cry as well because of like how much of a feat it is in production. Yeah, what I actually did for that is I actually looked at like the TrackLib showcase of like, it was like in the form of a YouTube short, like the sample breakdown for J Dilla Don't Cry, just so I could like get a visual like input of like where to put every sample, and obviously it just goes white. I really wanted to like bring back, I would have done this if I didn't just like rush out the level, but I really wanted to like bring back in the growing circles, because then you could receive that as just like you could just like receive that as like every time the growing cell type objects aren't there, like fighting through it, like keeping your passion alive, and like experience, and like trying to like reminisce on what you've done with all of the time you can possibly make for yourself. But yeah, obviously it ends with like heaven type colors like white screen, cyan text. And it ends with a rest in peace. So yeah, that's for anybody who doesn't see the true message in this level.